This is a video I never dreamed I would make, but the reality is that Donald Trump could be president of the United States in less than a week, and I need to do everything I can to stop that from happening. Just as a note, I'm not going to be talking policies in this because there are plenty of other videos about that out there, and at this point, there is one okay candidate and one candidate that I never want to hear about ever again. This video isn't aimed at Trump supporters because Trump supporters already know just what kind of a human being Trump is, and they still support him. You're someone who can look at Donald Trump through his racism, through his xenophobia, through his homophobia, through his obvious misogyny, and all of the other terrible things he has said and done throughout his life and throughout this election season, and you look at that and say, that's a man I want to be president. I can't imagine how you can look at all of that and still support him. But some people do. If you are a Trump supporter who is for some reason watching this video, all I have to say to you is please do not vote for Donald Trump. Right now, I'm talking to people who either are not planning to vote or are planning to vote for someone who is not Hillary Clinton or Donald Trump. I'm talking to those people who look at the two main candidates and say, well, they're both bad and I really can't justify voting for someone I don't fully support. I'm talking to those people who are still Bernie or bust, even after Bernie Sanders has said not to vote for him. Don't throw your vote away on him. Follow the Democratic nominee, which is Hillary Clinton. I'm talking to those people who are planning to vote for an actual third-party candidate, and I am talking to those people who think that because they don't support either of the main candidates, they're just going to write in something like Satan, because why not? I don't care if you don't like Hillary Clinton. I don't care if you don't trust Hillary Clinton. I don't care if you don't like her policies or the actions she has taken in the past. She is not Donald Trump. And a Donald Trump presidency terrifies me far more than any of the other options. If you care about women or people of color or Muslims or immigrants or people in the LGBTQ+ community, and you don't vote for Hillary Clinton because you don't like her or you disagree with some of the things she's done, you may consider yourself an ally. You may consider yourself a good person or whatever. You may say that, well, Hillary hasn't had the best track record with some of these groups either, so, no. Hillary has a long political past, especially compared to Donald Trump's complete inexperience in the political sphere. So yes, she's done some things. She's said some things. She's voted for some things that weren't exactly great. But if you care about basic human decency, you will vote for her now. I'm not going to provide you with a list of terrible things that Donald Trump has said, done, or recently been accused of, because if you haven't heard those by now, you've probably been ignoring them. Donald Trump is not a man that I can possibly condone being president of our country. Do I think Hillary Clinton is the perfect candidate to become our first woman president? Absolutely not. I don't love Hillary, but I absolutely cannot condone Donald Trump. If you vote for anyone besides Hillary and Donald Trump becomes president, you do not have a moral high ground here. Don't talk about both sides being bad options, because guess what? Your protest vote, your vote for a third party, you're sitting at home that day and not voting at all because you didn't really like any of the candidates, that is what allows Donald Trump to become president. And that scares me. That scares a lot of people. Even just throughout the campaign season, Donald Trump supporters have been popping up right and left and showing us just how disgusting some of the communities in our country are. And under a Trump presidency, that's not going to get better. But I do want to bring up just one more point, and that is, this election isn't just about the presidency. Don't forget to vote for your congresspeople, your senators, and your representatives. These are incredibly important positions that actually allow our government to work the way it's supposed to. In fact, one of the only things that can make a Trump presidency slightly less terrifying is if we had a Democratic majority in the House and the Senate. So if you're one of those people who vastly preferred Bernie Sanders to Hillary Clinton, vote down the ballot, because that allows people just like Bernie to do their jobs. And of course, there's more than just the national election. Depending on where you live, you probably also have state, county, and city elections going on, so make sure you do your research before you go and vote. And please, go and vote. And that's what I have to say about that. Thank you for watching this video, and hopefully I will see you next week when Trump is not president. I hope. Do you like my background? These are pillows and placemats, I think, that my mom just has sitting in my room for some reason. Dipper wants you to go and vote. You should do it.